It all started a few weeks ago when reports emerged that Meghan had gifted some homemade jam to some of her celebrity friends and neighbors in California like Adele and Ellen DeGeneres. At first it seemed like a harmless gesture for the new neighbor, but then things took a strange turn. Sources close to Adele said the singer was less than impressed with the jam and thought it was too sweet and honestly didn't taste that good. Now we all know Adele loves her food and has very discerning tastes, so this was quite a knock to Meghan. Things then escalated when Kevin Costner was spotted returning a sealed jar of the jam to the security gates at Meghan and Harry's mansion just outside of Los Angeles. Now Costner is famously private, so for him to make such a public move set off major alarm bells. Eyewitnesses said he didn't look happy as he rolled down his car window to hand off the jar. From there, the story spread like wildfire on social media, with fans speculating what could have gone so wrong between Meghan and these celebrities. Some theories started circulating that maybe Meghan was trying too hard to ingratiate herself with the Hollywood elite, and it came off as ingenuine or desperate. Others suggested Adele and Kevin likely felt put off by having gifts that imply an obligation to reciprocate somehow thrust upon them without properly being welcomed in. As we know, many in Hollywood value their privacy and independence highly. Whatever the real reasons, it painted an unflattering portrait that Meghan may have overstepped some boundaries with these new neighbors and friends. Now Meghan's team have roundly denied the claims, saying the gifts were made with good intentions and no offense was meant. They stressed there was no confrontation or unpleasant exchange and characterized the whole situation as overblown gossip. However, we must note that Adele and Kevin's camps have not commented one way or the other to confirm or deny their involvement, which plays into the intrigue. At the same time, the lack of denial doesn't necessarily mean the rumors are true either. As always with stories about the royals and celebrities, we have to separate fact from fiction. While an embarrassed Meghan and cold shoulders from Adele and Costner would be quite the drama, there are important missing details that make the full scope unclear. Could it be blown out of proportion tabloid fodder, exploiting any perceived misstep? That's certainly possible given the scrutiny Meghan faces in the press. But on the other hand, where there's smoke, there's sometimes fire too, and people in their circle must know what really transpired. Let's examine this further by learning more context about Meghan's efforts to adjust to life in California since stepping back from senior royal duties last year. She and Harry have been quite vocal about valuing their privacy, but also seem eager to network and build relationships in Hollywood. They've been spotted at events with powerful industry figures like Oprah Winfrey and having meetings with studio executives about potential projects. While using their platform for good causes is understandable, some experts have noted they need to be wary about coming across as overtly transactional or like they're desperately trying to seek fame and fortune in Tinseltown. The fine line between making meaningful connections and coming across as fame-hungry is challenging to walk, especially when under a microscope of this magnitude. The jam situation, if true, could support the latter reading from cynics, but also maybe nothing at all. Interestingly, according to sources close to Costner, he and Meghan barely knew each other before the jam exchange. They're said to have only met briefly a couple times at events, but didn't have much interaction beyond pleasantries. So him returning the gift publicly does seem quite pointed if the rumors can be believed. With Adele, she and Harry reportedly bonded over mental health struggles in the past, so her lukewarm reaction also fuels the fire if real. The optics of any backlash from prominent neighbors and industry players wouldn't look good as Meghan and Harry try to forge their own path outside the palace confines. Though again, we have to emphasize there's plausible deniability since no one involved has commented on the record. Ultimately, reasonable people can disagree on interpreting events like this without concrete proof. Perhaps the truest take is that we simply don't know the full context either way for now. So in summary, gift-giving gone wrong or much ado about nothing. Only time will tell if more details emerge to clarify where the truth lies. For Meghan's sake, hopefully this can all blow over as celebrity dramas often do. But if it does represent some cultural misunderstandings in her transition, it may provide an important lesson to help navigate Hollywood politics with more care going forward. For devoted royal fans that questioned her from the start though, an embarrassed duchess feeds pre-existing narratives whether factual or not. We'd love to hear your theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned and thank you for watching.